Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today we're diving into a hidden modern treasure, the top 5 Roosevelt dime. Don't let its small size fool you. This Denver-minted dime holds surprising value, stunning full torch details, and serious collector demand in high grades. Could a simple 10-cent coin in your pocket be worth far more than face value? Stick around as we uncover its history, rarity, market value, and why top-condition examples are captivating numismatists worldwide. Let's explore this fascinating piece of American coinage together. Let's get started. First up, in the 1990 D. Roosevelt dime stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in modern American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its blend of history, artistry, and enduring demand. Struck at the Denver Mint and bearing the distinguished D Mint mark, this seemingly modest 10-cent coin has become a prized treasure for collectors who appreciate both its historical roots and its investment potential. While millions were produced, the pursuit of superb, high-grade examples has elevated this coin's status, making it a compelling addition to serious collections. Its steady popularity in the marketplace continues to fuel interest among both seasoned numismatists and new collectors alike. The 1990 D. Roosevelt dime. One must understand its historical context. The Roosevelt dime series began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left a lasting impact on the nation. Roosevelt's association with the March of Dimes campaign to combat polio made the dime denomination especially meaningful. By 1990, the coin was firmly established as a cornerstone of everyday American commerce, minted during a period of economic growth and modernization in the United States. The Denver Mint, known for its large-scale production capabilities, struck hundreds of millions of these dimes, each one serving as a small but powerful tangible connection to the nation's late 20th century history. The design of the 1990 D. Roosevelt dime remains one of the most recognizable in American coinage. The obverse features a dignified left-facing portrait of President Roosevelt, designed by Chief Engraver John R. Sinek. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1990 frame the portrait, while the D Mint mark appears just above the date, signifying its Denver origin. The reverse showcases a central torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace, and an oak branch denoting strength and independence. Composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, 75% copper, 25% nickel over a pure copper core. The coin measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.27 grams. In uncirculated condition, its sharp details and brilliant luster give it striking visual appeal. Although the 1990 D dime was minted in large quantities, exceeding 1 billion pieces, rarity emerges not from mintage alone, but from condition and quality. Circulated examples are extremely common, but locating coins in pristine mint state grades, such as MS-67 or higher, presents a significant challenge. High-grade specimens with strong strikes, clean surfaces, and vibrant mint luster are far scarcer than their raw mintage suggests. Additionally, collectors often search for coins exhibiting full torch (FT) details on the reverse, where the torch bands are fully separated and sharply defined, an attribute that dramatically enhances desirability and value. The 1990 D dimes entered circulation quickly, resulting in wear, contact marks, and diminished luster. Uncirculated examples preserved in original mint sets or carefully stored rolls are more desirable, especially those certified by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Coins graded MS-66 are collectible, but those reaching MS-67 or MS-68 represent the pinnacle of preservation. The difficulty in locating flawless examples underscores the challenge and excitement that captivates enthusiasts pursuing registry-quality coins. In terms of market value, circulated 1990 D. Roosevelt dimes typically trade at face value or modest premiums, often between $1 and $3 in lightly circulated or brilliant uncirculated raw condition. Certified examples in MS-66 may command $15 to $25, while MS-67 specimens can range from $40 to $100 depending on eye appeal and full torch designation. The rare MS-68 examples, especially with FT details, have realized prices from $200 to $600 at auction. These realistic and steady price levels reflect the coin's accessibility, combined with the competitive demand for top-tier graded pieces. The coin's market strength is also supported by the enduring popularity of the Roosevelt dime series as a whole. Many collectors aim to complete date and mint mark sets spanning decades, and high-grade modern issues like the 1990 D are essential components of those collections. Its historical importance as part of a continuous series honoring a transformative American president enhances its appeal. Over time, well-preserved examples have demonstrated gradual appreciation, particularly those certified at the highest grade levels. The 1990 D Roosevelt dime, careful selection is paramount. Prioritize coins with strong strikes, minimal contact marks, and brilliant original luster. When possible, choose certified coins in MS67 or higher grades to ensure authenticity and maximize long-term value. Inspect for the coveted full torch detail, as this designation significantly boosts desirability. Purchasing from reputable dealers, established auction houses, or trusted online marketplaces reduces risk and ensures confidence in your investment. Proper storage and handling are equally important. Preserve your dime in protective holders or third-party graded slabs to prevent environmental damage and surface abrasions. Avoid excessive handling, as even minor contact can affect grade and value. Engaging with numismatic communities, attending coin shows, and following auction trends will provide valuable insights into current demand and pricing movements. Staying informed empowers collectors to make strategic acquisitions and build stronger collections. The 1990 D Roosevelt dime is far more than a simple 10-cent piece. It is a blend of history, artistry, and modern rarity that continues to captivate enthusiasts worldwide. With its distinguished Denver mint mark, iconic design, and the challenge of locating pristine full torch examples, it holds a respected place in the Roosevelt dime series. Whether pursued for its historical significance, visual appeal, or steady market performance, this coin remains a prized treasure and a rewarding addition to any numismatic collection. For dedicated collectors, the 1990 D dime offers both a tangible connection to the past and a promising investment for the future. The 1990 D Roosevelt dime is a captivating and highly collectible modern U.S. coin that continues to attract attention from numismatists around the world. Bearing the distinguished D mint mark of the Denver Mint, this 10-cent piece may appear ordinary at first glance, yet it holds remarkable appeal for collectors who appreciate condition rarity and historical continuity. As part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, it represents both a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt and a tangible connection to late 20th century American coinage. Its steady demand in today's market, especially in top grades, has secured its reputation as a prized treasure among modern coin enthusiasts. The 1990 D dime continues a series first introduced in 1946 to honor Roosevelt's legacy and his association with the March of Dimes. Designed by chief engraver John R. Sinek, the obverse features Roosevelt's left-facing portrait accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, with the small but significant D mint mark just above the year. The reverse displays a central torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength. Composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy and measuring 17.91 millimeters in diameter with a weight of 2.27 grams, the coin exhibits impressive brilliance and sharp detail when preserved in uncirculated condition. True rarity lies in exceptional preservation rather than low production numbers. Circulated examples are common, but high-grade mint state coins, particularly those graded MS67 or higher, are far more elusive. Collectors especially seek specimens with full torch, FT designation, indicating sharply defined horizontal bands on the torch. Achieving such precision during high-speed minting was not always consistent, making fully struck examples significantly more desirable. Next up in the 1966 USA Roosevelt dime stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its blend of modern history and timeless design. Though modest in size, this 10-cent coin carries immense historical weight and collector appeal. For many numismatists, the 1966 Roosevelt dime represents more than pocket change. It is a prized treasure from a transformative era in U.S. coinage. Its connection to the dramatic shift away from silver, coupled with its strong demand in high grades, has elevated its status among collectors seeking meaningful and valuable additions to their collections. Struck during a pivotal time in American monetary history, The 1966 dime was minted in the wake of the Coinage Act of 1965. This legislation ended the production of 90% silver dimes and introduced the copper-nickel clad composition still used today. The 1966 issue was produced without mint marks, regardless of whether it was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, as the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks from 1965 through 1967 to discourage coin hoarding. As a result, every 1966 Roosevelt dime bears no mint mark, a distinctive feature that ties it directly to this unique historical policy. With a mintage exceeding 900 million pieces, it played a crucial role in stabilizing the nation's coin supply during a time of silver shortages and economic transition. The obverse of the 1966 Roosevelt dime features the dignified left-facing portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by chief engraver John R. Cynic. Roosevelt's image symbolizes leadership and resilience, reflecting his legacy during the Great Depression and World War II. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1966 frame the portrait with clean, balanced elegance. On the reverse, a central torch represents liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence. The coin measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter, weighs 2.27 grams, and is composed of a copper core bonded between outer layers of cupronickel. In brilliant uncirculated condition, the coin's luster and sharply defined details create a visually stunning presentation that continues to captivate collectors. While the 1966 Roosevelt dime is common in circulated grades, its rarity increases significantly in higher mint state conditions. Due to the enormous production numbers and heavy circulation, finding examples with full torch details on the reverse, often referred to as full bands, is considerably more challenging. Coins graded MS-65 and above, especially those designated with full bands, FB, command notable premiums in the marketplace. Additionally, collectors search for double die varieties, off-center strikes, and other mint errors that can transform an ordinary clad dime into a highly desirable rarity. The coin's desirability and value. Circulated examples typically show wear on Roosevelt's hair and the torch bands, reducing their appeal to advanced collectors. However, sharply struck, well-preserved specimens with strong luster and minimal contact marks are increasingly scarce. Because mint marks were omitted, collectors cannot distinguish mint origin, adding an intriguing layer of mystery. The challenge of locating pristine examples from a year known for mass production makes high-grade 1966 dimes surprisingly elusive and exciting to pursue. In today's market, a circulated 1966 Roosevelt dime generally trades for face value or slightly above. However, uncirculated examples graded MS-63 to MS-65 may range from $5 to $25, depending on eye appeal and certification. Premium quality specimens graded MS-66 or MS-67 can command between $50 and $300. Exceptional full bands examples in top-tier grades have realized prices from $500 to over $1,000 at major auctions, particularly when certified by respected grading services. These values reflect steady collector demand and the growing appreciation for high-grade clad coinage from the 1960s. Beyond monetary value, the 1966 Roosevelt dime holds profound symbolic significance. It represents America's adaptation to economic pressures and the evolution of modern coinage technology. For collectors building a complete Roosevelt dime, the 1966 issue is an essential component, bridging the gap between the silver era and the clad era. Its historical importance as one of the first widely circulated clad dimes enhances its appeal as a tangible connection to a defining moment in U.S. mint history. For prioritizing certified uncirculated examples is highly recommended. Look for strong strike quality, vibrant original luster, and minimal surface marks. Pay special attention to the horizontal bands across the torch on the reverse. Well-defined bands significantly increase desirability. Purchasing from reputable dealers, established auction houses, or trusted online platforms ensures authenticity and fair pricing. Proper storage in protective holders or coin capsules will help preserve its condition and long-term value. Engaging with numismatic communities, online forums, and price guides can also provide valuable insights into current market trends and newly discovered varieties. As interest in mid-20th century-clad coinage continues to grow, many collectors are revisiting overlooked dates like 1966 in search of premium specimens. Staying informed and patient can lead to rewarding discoveries, particularly when hunting for top-grade examples with full bands or rare mint errors. The 1966 USA Roosevelt dime is far more than an everyday coin. It is a captivating piece of American history that blends artistry, innovation, and collectability. From its connection to the Coinage Act of 1965 to its elegant design and increasing demand in high grades, it remains a prized treasure for numismatists worldwide. Whether admired for its historical significance, pursued for its rare full bands designation, or valued as a long-term investment, the 1966 Roosevelt dime continues to captivate enthusiasts and secure its place as a remarkable and rewarding addition to any serious coin collection. The 1966 USA Roosevelt dime is a fascinating and highly sought-after collectible that continues to captivate enthusiasts across the numismatic world. Although it may appear to be a simple 10-cent piece at first glance, this coin represents a pivotal chapter in American coinage history. Struck during a time of dramatic economic change, the 1966 dime holds strong appeal for collectors who appreciate coins that mark transitions in metal composition and minting policy. Its connection to the early clad era, combined with growing demand for high-grade examples, has elevated its reputation as a prized treasure among modern U.S. coin collectors. Historically, the 1966 Roosevelt dime was produced in the immediate aftermath of the Coinage Act of 1965, legislation that eliminated 90% silver from circulating dimes due to rising silver prices and nationwide coin shortages. As part of a temporary measure to discourage hoarding, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks from coins dated 1965 through 1967. Therefore, every 1966 Roosevelt dime carries no mint mark, regardless of whether it was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. With a massive mintage of over 900 million pieces, the coin played a vital role in restoring confidence in the nation's circulating currency. It stands today as a tangible connection to a transformative period in American economic history. In terms of design, the 1966 dime retains the classic Roosevelt portrait created by Chief Engraver John R. Cynic. The obverse features a left-facing bust of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 1966. The reverse displays a central torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength. Composed of a copper core sandwiched between outer layers of cupronickel, the coin weighs 2.27 grams and measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter. In uncirculated condition, its bright luster and sharply struck details, especially the torch's horizontal bands, create a striking visual appeal that continues to attract serious collectors. While circulated examples are common and typically worth face value, rarity increases dramatically in higher mint state grades. Coins graded MS65 and above, particularly those with the coveted full bands, FB, designation showing complete separation of the torch bands, are far more difficult to locate. These premium examples can range from $50 to $300, while superb gem specimens in MS67 full bands condition have achieved prices from $500 to over $1,000 at auction. The strong market performance of top-quality pieces reflects steady appreciation and growing recognition of high-grade clad coinage from the 1960s. Next up to in the 1977 USA Roosevelt dime stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in modern American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its blend of history, artistry, and enduring relevance. At first glance, it may appear to be a simple 10-cent coin, but to collectors, it represents far more, a prized treasure from a dynamic era in United States history. Its steady market demand, recognizable design, and potential for high-grade scarcity have elevated the 1977 Roosevelt dime into a compelling collectible. Whether discovered in circulation or preserved in uncirculated condition, this coin continues to excite numismatists who appreciate its subtle rarity and historical depth. The historical context of the 1977 Roosevelt dime places it firmly within the long-running Roosevelt series, first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt shortly after his passing. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, along with his association with the March of Dimes campaign to combat polio, made him a fitting figure for the nation's 10-cent coin. By 1977, the United States was navigating the post-Vietnam War period and economic challenges of the late 1970s, making this coin a tangible connection to the past. The 1977 dimes were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, the Denver Mint, D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark for proof issues, each contributing to the year's overall production. The 1977 Roosevelt dime retains the classic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, designed by Chief Engraver John R. Cynic. Roosevelt's dignified left-facing profile is accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1977. The reverse features a torch at the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace, and an oak branch symbolizing strength and independence. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel clad composition, outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core, measuring 17.9 millimeters in diameter and weighing 2.27 grams. In high-grade uncirculated condition, the sharpness of the torch's vertical lines and Roosevelt's hair detail create remarkable eye appeal. The 1977 Roosevelt dime was produced in large quantities, hundreds of millions at Philadelphia and Denver. True rarity emerges in top-tier mint state grades. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services are significantly scarcer than their circulated counterparts. The 1977 S-proof dimes, particularly those with deep cameo contrast, are especially admired for their mirror-like fields and frosted devices. Collectors also watch for minor varieties, such as off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or doubled die errors, which can substantially increase desirability. Condition plays a pivotal role in while circulated examples remain common and affordable. Locating a 1977 dime in pristine uncirculated condition with full torch bands, often referred to as full bands or FB designation, can be challenging. The full bands detail indicates sharply defined horizontal lines across the torch on the reverse, a key characteristic sought after by advanced collectors. Such well-preserved examples are far less common than their mintage figures might suggest, driving strong demand in competitive registry sets. The current market value of a 1977 Roosevelt dime varies widely depending on condition and variety. Circulated examples typically trade for face value or slightly above. However, uncirculated coins in MS-65 condition may command between $5 and $15, while higher-grade examples graded MS-67 can range from $50 to $200 or more. Specimens with the full bands designation often bring premiums, sometimes reaching $300 to $1,000 in exceptional certified grades. The 1977 S-proof deep cameo dimes generally sell between $5 and $50, depending on preservation and grading. These values reflect steady appreciation trends for high-grade modern coinage. What makes the 1977 Roosevelt dime particularly appealing is its accessibility combined with the thrill of the hunt. Collectors appreciate that it can still be found in circulation or acquired affordably in lower grades, while premium examples present a rewarding challenge. Its role in completing a Roosevelt dime date and mint set further enhances its desirability. For many enthusiasts, upgrading from a circulated example to a certified full-band specimen becomes a satisfying long-term pursuit. For collectors seeking to add the 1977 prioritizing certified high-grade coins is a wise strategy. Carefully inspect the torch bands on the reverse and the clarity of Roosevelt's hair and cheek on the obverse. When possible, purchase coins graded by reputable services to ensure authenticity and accurate condition assessment. Proof coins should display strong cameo contrast and minimal spotting. Always buy from trusted dealers or established auction platforms to secure quality examples. Proper storage is equally important in preserving the coin's brilliance and value. Store uncirculated and proof dimes in protective holders or slabbed cases to prevent environmental damage. Avoid excessive handling, as fingerprints and minor abrasions can significantly reduce a coin's grade. Engaging with numismatic communities, online forums, and coin shows can also provide valuable insights into market trends and emerging varieties related to the 1977 issue. The 1977 USA Roosevelt dime is far more than a simple 10-cent piece. It is a captivating blend of history, artistry, and collectible potential. From its tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt to its enduring torch and branches design, it serves as a tangible connection to the past and a testament to American coinage tradition. While common in circulated form, high-grade and full bands examples transform this modest coin into a prized treasure. For numismatists worldwide, the 1977 Roosevelt dime remains a rewarding addition to any collection, offering lasting value, steady demand, and the timeless excitement that defines the world of coin collecting. The 1977 USA Roosevelt dime is a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in modern American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its enduring design and historical depth. Though modest in denomination, this 10-cent coin has earned its place as a prized treasure among collectors who appreciate both its accessibility and its hidden potential in high-grade condition. As part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, the 1977 issue continues to attract steady market demand, especially among those building complete date and mint collections. Its connection to a transformative period in American history further enhances its appeal, making it far more than just pocket change. Minted in 1977 at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, the Denver Mint, D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint for proof issues, S mint mark. This coin reflects a dynamic era in the late 1970s United States. The Roosevelt dime series, first introduced in 1946, honors President Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left a lasting legacy. His association with the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio made his portrait especially fitting for the nation's dime. The 1977 issue stands as a tangible connection to the post-Vietnam and economically shifting America of the 1970s, preserving a snapshot of that era in metal. The 1977 Roosevelt dime features the classic left-facing portrait of Roosevelt created by Chief Engraver John R. Cynic. The obverse bears the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1977, while the reverse showcases a central torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition with a pure copper core, the coin measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.27 grams. In uncirculated condition, sharp details in Roosevelt's hair and the distinct horizontal lines of the torch bands create exceptional visual appeal. Proof versions from San Francisco often display brilliant mirror-like surfaces with frosted devices, especially in deep cameo examples. Next up to in the 1979, D. Roosevelt dime stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its blend of modern history and enduring design. Struck at the Denver Mint and bearing the distinctive D mint mark, this small yet powerful coin represents far more than its 10-cent denomination. For collectors, it embodies a unique chapter in late 20th century coinage, offering both accessibility and the thrilling possibility of discovering exceptional high-grade examples. Its steady market demand and strong collector base have elevated it beyond common pocket change, transforming it into a prized treasure that continues to spark excitement among seasoned numismatists and new hobbyists. The 1979 D. Roosevelt dime, one must consider its historical backdrop. Minted during a period of economic adjustment in the United States, the coin circulated at a time marked by inflation concerns and evolving monetary policies. As part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 1979 D issue carried forward a legacy rooted in tribute and remembrance. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his association with the March of Dimes campaign, gives every coin in the series a profound symbolic weight. Struck in Denver, one of the nation's primary minting facilities, the 1979 D dime serves as a tangible connection to this enduring historical narrative. The 1979 D. Roosevelt dime maintains the classic portrait created by Chief Engraver John R. Cynic. The obverse features a dignified left-facing profile of President Roosevelt, accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 1979. Just to the right of the torch on the reverse, the small but significant D mint mark identifies its Denver origin. The reverse design showcases a central torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Composed of a copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core, the coin measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.27 grams. In high uncirculated grades, the sharpness of the torch's vertical lines and the crisp definition of Roosevelt's hair detail create a visually striking and highly desirable specimen. Although millions of 1979 D-dimes were produced, true rarity emerges in condition and quality rather than sheer mintage numbers. While circulated examples remain common, locating pieces in superb mint state grades, particularly MS66 or higher with full torch bands, commonly referred to as full bands or FB, can be significantly more challenging. Coins exhibiting sharply defined horizontal bands on the torch command special attention, as these details often wear down quickly or are weakly struck. Additionally, collectors remain alert for potential off-center strikes, die cracks, or subtle double die varieties, which can transform an otherwise standard coin into a standout collectible. The 1979 D-dime's appeal and scarcity. Coins preserved in uncirculated condition, free from contact marks and maintaining brilliant luster, are far more difficult to find decades after their release. Many examples entered heavy circulation, resulting in worn surfaces and diminished detail. As a result, pristine specimens graded by reputable services such as PCGS or NGC often draw heightened demand. The pursuit of top population coins, those ranking among the finest known, adds a competitive edge to the market, reinforcing the coin's reputation as a rewarding challenge for quality-focused collectors. The 1979 D. Roosevelt dime demonstrates steady and realistic value growth in higher grades. Circulated examples typically trade at face value or modest premiums, while uncirculated pieces in MS63 to MS65 condition may range from $5 to $25, depending on eye appeal. However, coins certified as MS66 or MS67 with full bands can command significantly higher prices, often ranging from $50 to $300 or more. Exceptional top-grade specimens at auction have achieved prices approaching or exceeding $1,000 when demand is strong and population reports remain low. These values reflect not speculation, but a consistent appreciation tied to grade rarity and collector enthusiasm. The 1979 D-dime holds a distinctive charm rooted in its era. It represents the continuity of American coinage traditions during a transformative decade, bridging the mid-century heritage of the Roosevelt series with the modern collecting environment of today. For many collectors, assembling a complete date and mint set of Roosevelt dimes becomes a deeply satisfying pursuit, and the 1979 D serves as a vital piece of that larger puzzle. Its affordability in lower grades combined with the thrill of hunting elite examples enhances its universal appeal. The 1979 D. Roosevelt dime to their portfolios should prioritize quality and authentication. Carefully inspect the torch bands on the reverse to determine whether the coin qualifies for the coveted full bands designation. Purchasing certified examples from reputable dealers or established auction houses helps ensure authenticity and accurate grading. Proper storage in protective holders or slabs is essential to preserve luster and prevent surface damage, while minimizing direct handling protects the delicate clad surfaces from fingerprints and abrasions. Engaging with numismatic communities, whether through coin clubs, online forums, or coin shows, can provide valuable insights into market trends and grading nuances. Many experienced collectors share advice on identifying subtle strike characteristics unique to Denver-minted pieces from this era. Monitoring auction results also offers guidance on realistic price expectations, allowing buyers to make informed decisions. Patience remains a key virtue. Waiting for a sharply struck, well-preserved example often proves more rewarding than settling for a lower-quality coin. The 1979 D. Roosevelt dime is far more than a routine circulation coin. It is a captivating blend of history, artistry, and condition-driven rarity. Bearing the proud D. Mint mark of Denver, it connects collectors to the enduring legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, and the rich tradition of American coinage. With its iconic design, attainable entry point, and the exhilarating hunt for high-grade full-band specimens, it continues to captivate enthusiasts across the globe. As both a cherished collectible and a stable long-term addition to a diversified numismatic portfolio, the 1979 D. Roosevelt dime stands as a true prized treasure, one that rewards dedication, knowledge, and passion for the art of coin collecting. The The 1979 D. Roosevelt dime is a compelling and highly collectible piece that continues to captivate numismatic enthusiasts with its historical depth and condition-based rarity. Struck at the Denver Mint and proudly bearing the D Mint mark, this coin represents an important installment in the long-running Roosevelt dime series that began in 1946. While it may appear at first glance to be a standard circulation issue, collectors understand that beneath its modest denomination lies a coin with remarkable potential, especially in high-grade uncirculated condition. Its strong presence in the marketplace and its role in completing date and mint sets make it a prized treasure for both seasoned collectors and newcomers to the hobby. Historically, the 1979 D-dime was minted during a period of economic transition in the United States, a time marked by inflation and shifting monetary dynamics. As part of the Roosevelt series honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the coin carries enduring symbolic meaning tied to his leadership through the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his connection to the March of Dimes campaign. Produced at the Denver Mint, one of the nation's primary coinage facilities, the 1979 D issue serves as a tangible connection to late 20th century American history. It reflects the continuity of a design that had already become iconic in U.S. coinage. In design, the coin retains the classic artistry of Chief Engraver John R. Cynic. The obverse features Roosevelt's dignified left-facing portrait, accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1979. The reverse displays a central torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength. The small D mint mark appears to the right of the torch, identifying its Denver origin. Composed of copper nickel clad over a copper core, the coin measures 17.9 millimeters and weighs 2.27 grams. In high mint state grades, the sharpness of Roosevelt's hair and the crisp horizontal bands across the torch, especially in full bands, FB examples, creates striking visual appeal that elevates its desirability.